He had everything: money, cars, a mansion that overlooked the city skyline. People admired him, envied him, even feared him. But when the lights went out and the noise faded, he couldn't escape the one thing he truly feared: his own thoughts. He was restless. No matter how much he achieved, something was missing. Every victory felt shorter than the last, every purchase emptier than before. He had learned how to make money, but not how to live. Then one evening, while scrolling through an old book of philosophy, he stumbled upon a line from Marcus Aurelius: "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." He paused. Few wants? That single phrase hit harder than any business failure or loss he'd ever faced. And from that moment, he began to understand what true wealth really means. He used to believe that money defined his worth, that the more he earned, the more respected he became. But the Stoics saw money differently. To them, wealth was a tool, a servant, not a master. It could build a home, feed a family, help the poor. But it could also corrupt, distract, and enslave those who worship it. Seneca once wrote, "Money has never made anyone rich. Only the right attitude toward it has." True wealth isn't measured by numbers in a bank, but by the peace you feel when you have enough. Use money wisely, but never let it use you. He used to chase everything: cars, watches, luxury, approval. But every time he got what he wanted more. Desire became an endless fire, burning his peace away. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself." The Stoics believed that the fewer your wants, the freer your soul becomes. Because when you need less, you own yourself again. Real freedom is not having everything. It's being content when you could have more, but don't need to. To desire less is the ultimate form of wealth. There was a time when every market drop made him anxious. Every rumor, every change in numbers, it stole his sleep. He tried to control everything and accept his own reaction. But the Stoics taught, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Seneca. They believed that wealth, like the tide, rises and falls. You can't command the sea, but you can learn to sail. True strength is not about changing the world around you, but mastering the world within you. Let the storm come. Stay calm, stay grounded. That's where real power and real wealth begins. Control your mind, not the market. He once believed that giving made him weaker, that every coin given away was a loss, but the Stoics knew the opposite, that generosity is strength. Seneca wrote, "He who gives liberally earns wealth from the gods." To the wise, money is energy. It flows. When it's hoarded, it dies. When it's shared, it grows. Every act of kindness is an investment in the soul. Every helping hand multiplies invisible wealth. Real abundance doesn't come from what you keep, but from what you're brave enough to give. Give without fear and watch your wealth expand. He once believed that luxury meant more clothes, more cars, more space. But the Stoics knew that simplicity is the highest form of sophistication. Marcus Aurelius lived in palaces but wrote like a monk. He reminded himself daily that happiness doesn't come from what surrounds you, but from what doesn't control you. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." True luxury isn't in the gold you wear, it's in the peace you carry. A clear desk, a calm mind, a grateful heart. Because when your life becomes simple, everything around you starts to feel rich. Simplicity is the ultimate elegance. He once thought owning more made him powerful, but soon the things he owned began to own him. Every luxury came with a hidden chain: maintenance, fear, comparison. The Stoics warned about this illusion long ago. It's not the man who has many possessions who is rich, but the one who needs none of them. Epictetus. You can hold gold in your hand as long as it doesn't hold your heart, because the real danger of wealth is not losing it, but becoming its slave. True mastery is walking among riches while remaining untouched by desire. Own things, but never let them own you. He used to wake up thinking about what he didn't have, the deals he missed, the luxuries he couldn't afford, the goals he hadn't reached. But one morning he decided to start differently. He opened his eyes and simply said, "Thank you." Gratitude changed everything. It didn't make him richer in gold, it made him richer in peace. The Stoics taught that gratitude is wealth itself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not imagine that you have lost anything when life is good. Instead, realize how much you already have." Every breath is a gift, every sunrise is profit, and the heart that counts blessings never runs out of wealth. Gratitude turns what you have into enough. After chasing money, success, and recognition, he realized that what he was truly seeking was silence. Not silence from the world, but silence within. The Stoics never rejected wealth, but they knew that calmness is the highest currency. Marcus Aurelius said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." True wealth isn't in your account, your home, or your possessions. It's in your mind when it's free from chaos. No fear, no greed, just peace. That's the richest life a man can live. True wealth is calm within. He walked through gold and emptiness, through noise and silence, through victories that felt hollow and losses that taught him truth. And somewhere along the way, he stopped chasing and started seeing. He saw that wealth is not what fills the hands, it's what frees the heart. The Stoics never promised riches, they promised something rarer, clarity, because when your mind is calm, every moment becomes a treasure. Every breath, a gift. Every sunrise, a reminder that peace was never something to find, but something to return to. Now he understands. He doesn't need the world to bow before him. He only needs his soul to stand still. True wealth is not in possession, but in presence. If this video spoke to you, don't forget to like and subscribe. The journey has just begun.